back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I'm very excited for March. I hope my energy is going through. I had a lot of fun sketching out this theme, and as you can probably tell from the thumbnail and also the title of this video, we are basing March off of the movie Brave, also known as like the Disney movie with Merida, and just, it's a fantastic movie, and she is a fantastic princess, and I just love it with the entirety of my heart. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing Brave for the month of March. Continuing on with our media-inspired months for the entirety of this bullet journal for this year, for 2023. So the main things that I'm going to be focusing on is kind of like the little spirits and her bow, and just basically all the small elements that really make it the movie, and just any significant parts. So a little bit of a sneak peek. Here we have the stone circle with bear claws and more arrows. And then, of course, the fantastic food. It is iconic for this movie, so we're going to be doing that for the weekly spread. Stone circle for the habit tracker and the calendar page, and then just this wonderful little introduction page to the month. And then, of course, we have this nice little quote on the side here of, "I tried being perfect, but it's just not me," and I just really love that quote from the movie. I think it's fantastic. But yeah, so let's hop into a quick little time lapse of me lining everything, and then we will come back and chit chat while I color. Alright, I am actually very happy with how the line art came out. I think it really fits the vibe that I was looking for, which is really great news. Also, you can tell that my watercolor endeavors did end up staining the strings of the journal itself. So I will be seeing some blue for a very long time. But hey, that's the beauty of bullet journaling. Nothing's perfect. That's why it's great. I'm going to be using a milk liner for the little blue spirits, as well as a Crayola Super Tip to do some of like the darker parts and try to mimic kind of like what they look like. This is gonna be a little bit difficult because I know that the colors are not like super accurate. Obviously, we're not looking for perfection here. Do let me know in the comments down below what your favorite Disney movie is. I have a lot of different favorites. My main favorite that I always suggest to people is... Okay, well, I don't know if it counts as a Disney movie or if it's like more considered Pixar, but the movie Coco. Ugh, I am just so in love with that movie. I don't even know why. It just is just pure happiness, and I love it a lot. Encanto has also been one of my recent favorites that came out in 2022. The music is just fantastic, and the vibes are just great, and the colors, and it's really, really fantastic. It makes me really happy. Moana is also a good classic, very good. But yeah, let's have some conversations in the comments about our favorite Disney movies. I would love to know which ones are your favorites. So going on with the darker color, from the references that I have, they kind of have like a darker exterior. So I'm just kind of like redoing the lining with the Crayola Super Tip. Very like sketchy, nothing crazy. Simple as possible, but like getting the message across. Kind of like this. If I was doing more watercolors, I would have made like really like an aura with like some water, but we're keeping it to non-watercolors this month because I did watercolors for my journal setup as well as February. So we're gonna be taking a break from fake watercolors for the next little while, but it has been really fun to do, and I definitely do recommend if you are interested in trying it out. And I really like the borders that I have going on. I tried to do a simplified version of the little like Celtic knots that are found within the logo of the movie banner. I feel like the boxes that I did I feel like Celtic knots usually have like a lot more curves and like diamond shapes. So I feel like the little squares that I made kind of look a little bit more like imperial-esque, like Asian imperial. So I'd recommend maybe doing more of like a rounded shape type of situation if you're trying this out in order to make it a bit more Celtic, but overall still happy with the results regardless. Again, I was aiming to do a simplified version, and I think that gets the message across. And I know that technically the movie is not happening in fall, but I am putting like fall leaf colors anyways because, hey, why not? Well, why not? Anyway, so this is what we have for the welcome page. I'm very happy with it. I think it turned out great. So let us move on to the calendar and habit tracker page. Again, I'm going to take a couple minutes to line everything, and I'll come back and chat with you when I color. Alrighty. Yeah, so the stone circle is actually something that I really wanted to implement within this theme, obviously. I feel like it is one of the most significant parts of the movie as well. Especially with like, you know, the bear claws and stuff like that. It's just, it's literally iconic. But in one of my future spreads, I would really love to do the witch's cottage with all of like her little wooden sculptures and stuff like that. I think that would be really, really cool. Or maybe like her cauldron when she was like making the little potion thingy spell. I think that could be pretty cool too. And then if ever I'm feeling very energetic, I think it would be also very cool to do Merida's horse because he's just so stunning and beautiful and majestic, and I love draft horses a lot. But yeah, so I just really love the idea of doing like media for every different month because it just gives me so much flexibility on what to do for each theme. And I think that's really, really fun. And like whenever I, you know, help people kind of like start bullet journaling, they're always like, oh, well, like, you know, I don't know what themes I want to do and stuff like that. Like it just seems like a lot. And I'm like, always keep your themes quite broad when you're in that type of unknown situation, because it'll help you just like keep an open mind on like what type of things you can do instead of being restricted to like one very small category. For some people, having that small restricted category is very helpful, and others like me who would get bored of those things very quickly and lose motivation need a little bit more flexibility. And so often that is what I tell people. I just tell them to like, you know, keep their themes quite broad, kind of like this, where you base it off of like your favorite movie. There's a lot of things that go into making a movie and like very specific elements that go into making that movie like, you know, significant with those items and whatever. So like while I may be focusing on just like one movie, I'm not focusing on the princess herself. I'm focusing on her environment. Whoa. That was something. So yeah, again, I'm not focusing on the princess necessarily. I am focusing on her environment. So like the stone circle and just like, you know, the little spirits, her bow, her arrows. I think that's really what makes bullet journaling fun, because you can just really branch out into so many different directions. And I just think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I did sit down with my best friend the other day, and we kind of did some brainstorming for like the types of media that I could do for the remainder of the year. And guys, I'm so excited. We have so many good themes coming up. I planned pretty much the entirety of the rest of the year, and I'm just so excited to do every single one of these themes. I think it's going to be so fun. and the elements are just going to be really, really cool and cute, and just, yeah, I'm very excited. And a lot of them are just like relevant to like what month it is. I feel like those specific months suit those specific themes, so I think those will be really, really fun. And a lot of them are just like classic things that like a lot of us grew up with, at least within my age group. And I'm just so very excited to share that process with you guys, because it's, as I said, gonna be really, really awesome, and I can't wait. Now, I don't know if putting brown in scratch marks was maybe the most efficient way of making them more evident, but maybe if I go back over with the gray, it will desaturate the brown a little bit. You know, it's fine. It works for what it's supposed to be. My gray is getting really patchy, and I wish I had my Tombow that one of my amazing friends gifted to me for Christmas, but they are currently in my other household, which I do not have access to, but hopefully I can use them for the next month. Now, to bring up a little bit of color back up here, I think I'm gonna go in with this milk liner and just add like a little blue drop shadow to all of the calendar pieces, because blue is my favorite color, and why the heck not? Okay, so this is what we're working with. I'm pretty happy with it. I do feel like the little things at the top are a little bit bare. Haha, bare. Okay. I need more sleep. But yeah, they do feel like a little bit empty, but am I feeling lazy and don't really feel like adding little borders? Yes, yes I am. So are we just gonna move on? Yes, yes we are. Besides, I'm very, very excited to do the line art for these little pastries. I think it'll be great. And this is the final product of the little pastries, and I gotta say, I'm very happy with them. They are just like iconic to the entire movie as well. You know, like the three little brothers constantly collecting and eating the heck out of these, which look so good, by the way. Really wish I could have one of those. And then of course the little blueberry cake that turned Merida's mother into a bear, and I'm very happy with it. And I think this looks really, really awesome. I'm very excited for this theme, as I've said a million times already. But I think it will be a very fun month to go and explore the more like Celtic side of history and stuff like that. So I think that'll be very fun to do. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking with me all the way to the end. If you are still watching the video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And if you're new here, thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Consider subscribing and liking. I would really appreciate it. It really helps me out. And yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be back in 2 weeks with a new video. So yeah, I'll see you guys really, really, really soon. Bye guys.